We have a lot of internal reckoning to do, but that it's important to see it through the lens of toxic white supremacy culture that is ingrained in this country's history, that racism is actually at the backbone of this history. And when people talk about constitution, federalism, the rights of the people, we really have to take a step back and look at, how those rights have really only been offered up to a certain group and what that.
You best start believing in race wars, rock and rollers. You're in one. What's rockin', my rock and rollers? Today's video is one I didn't think I'd have to make, but I think I kind of do because it seems most people aren't aware of this topic. Well, shit, they see this stuff, but I don't think they really understand what it means and the future it holds. So what I'm referring to is, like the intro video said, that woman was, let's pull her up here, Francesca Hong. She is a member of the Wisconsin State Assembly, and more importantly, she's running for governor of Wisconsin. That's basically all I gotta know. And as you can see, she is an Asian American, and yeah, she is how you say something else. So like I said, that first clip, I don't even know where to begin. There's so much clips. So basically, yeah, she's running for governor of Wisconsin, and she hates white people. And you can tell in that first clip, and that's not the only clip. Let's play this one.
I wasn't always aware of the struggles of other communities of color because for me, assimilation always kind of took over. And so I did marry. My proximity to whiteness continues, right? I'm my son is biracial. He's half white and half Korean, and I think navigating, what his identity is and how people perceive him is always at the back of my mind as well.
Some of these women, they're so stupid. And
so not only does she not like white people, which is funny because she's, in a country that's, she's running for an elected office that's majority white people, but, whatever. Not only that, she also has a half-white son. Her ex-husband is white, so she has a half-white son, and she, as you could tell from that clip, isn't too fond of him. I don't really think. Now, of course, she probably loves him to a degree because, she, pushed him out. But it sounded like that clip, like, how could you talk about that, your own child like that? Just, how? Like, and it's not just her. It's her. It's AOC. It's, who's this other one? Ilhan Omar. I think that's her name. Like, they all have all these, like, people, these person of color women, they all have white boyfriends. All of them are anti-white, anti-America, but yet they're hooking up with the white man. That is probably the best case of ignore the words, watch the action. And, actually, there's another video. Let's do this one.
What do you have against Halloween?
I just don't. It's kind of. I don't have anything against it. I just don't feel the need to have to participate, and it's fine for kids. This is not.
She is really talking about hating Halloween.
I'm not a super fun person.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
She won't be a super fun
There's that.
governor.
So, yeah. So, Wisconsin, which I think it's always been heavily blue. I don't think it's ever been, well, that might change now, but I don't think it's ever been red in the past. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But actually, let's actually look that up real quick. When was the last time a Republican was governor of Wisconsin? Alright, so basically I spent a long time looking at how to cut it out, but basically it's a swing state, which I should have known that, but I didn't for some reason. My apologies. But anyway, it looks like she was projected, she's definitely getting projected to win the the Democratic primary for the Democrats, which she's also a member of like the Democrat Socialists with like Hassan Piker and all of them. Like she's a socialist. She's not a Democrat. She's a socialist. And the main point is on this video is I think people, and I think people are starting to, but they need to wake up and realize these socialists, these anti-white people, it's not a game no more. These people are not playing around, especially since, all the stuff Trump's been doing, like sending the National Guard and the Iran war and, the immigration stuff, which all stuff, well, except the Iran war. The other two stuff you can kind of argue were good. The Iran war, no, we won't talk about this, but like, these people are not joking. And I know before, like, the 2010s and everything, the teens, they were talking about like, oh, like these socialists, they're never going to gain power. They might. The time has come, and like, there's also another video. Where's this? There's a interview with a supporter of Hong's. Here we go.
I voted for Francesca Hong.
Okay.
Yes, and so I'm. It's nice to see someone who's like me to be in
A single mom
in the office, and she's a single mom. I'm not a single mom, but I was at one point, and she's a part of the working class.
Mm-hmm.
She's a woman who understands women's issues. And also, she's a breath of fresh air here for Wisconsin. Personally, David.
Okay, so it cuts the white woman off. Okay, so that was an Asian supporter. I could go off a whole other video, but she understands women. It's like, that is a good point why they're all crazy. Like, she was a single mom, and I was a single mom at some point. It's like, I don't want to in this whole mess, like the storm we're in. We got these people voting, and keep in mind, it's not just Hong. Who is the? There's the New York mayor Mandami, I think his name is. There's also this video to prove it. So it's not just like the women; it's also the men. Here's an old video of him that resurfaced.
I think that with the interesting thing about our communities here is I think that minority communities, because we have never had representation, we are tied much more to identity. White communities, they've had representation forever. And so for them, their tie is a little less identity and a little more ideology. And so what I mean by that is we have a lot of voters here who think of themselves first as progressive voters. Mm-hmm. And so we reach out to them speaking about our platform, our progressive platform. And you're very right that you need someone in the middle to be a validator, someone to tell them to trust us, believe in us. We've had that with Tiffany Caban and Cynthia Nixon.
I mean, those are two pretty good examples, and there's only two examples, but they're pretty good ones. One of them won an elected, candidacy for mayor. The other one is projected to win. Although it's funny, I think Hong is actually projected to win the primary, but lose the actual governor election, because I think since those videos came out, the Republican odds skyrocketed. So, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, and I think she's also backtracked a little bit on some of the stuff she said, but it's like, no. You're only backtracking because you're getting pushback. You came those first couple of videos, when you first introduce yourself to people, that's your real thoughts, and then you backtrack. No, that's what you really think. Don't lie. I mean, people would respect you more for just coming out and saying, yeah, I'm a socialist. Yeah, these are my policies. I don't care. It's when you backtrack, people going okay, you're a coward. But I would have more respect for her if she just owned, yeah, I'm a socialist. I don't agree with her, but I'd have more respect for her. That's basically the video, guys. Most importantly is that these people, especially now since they're projected to win actual seats in elections, big and small local, these people are not messing around. This whole I titled the video it's a race war, which it's not really a war yet, but it's leading there. And if these people keep getting elected, and if white people do not wake up, this is going to get bad. It's not a game no more, people. These people actively hate you. You need to wake up.